The following is a presentation of KBEK Sports, local sports.
And the serve just clears the top of the net. Played by the Bombers.
Media Group production.
Into the lane and just gets the roll.
Wow. Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the Nice 95.5 mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Andy Beckstrom.
Good evening, sports fans. Andy Beckstrom alongside Adam Hefty for tonight's broadcast. For tonight's game, glad you could join us here. We're going to be live from the Mora City side.
Oh, I can hear you now.
And we're underway here in Mora. Getting things
Stutter
going.
stopping.
Yeah. Getting things going, getting things dialed in here in Mora for tonight's broadcast here. Mora Mustangs playing host to the Baldwin Hawks. Glad you could join us for tonight's broadcast. Andy Beckstrom, I'm joined by Adam Hefty out here at the ballpark tonight. Home of the Mustangs as they start the winter sports season. Glad you could join us tonight as we are just underway. Dane Price will be the netminder for the Mora Mustangs off to our left. We're located up above the bench area of both squads, across from the fans. At the other end of the rink, it's going to be Landon Veendendahl for the Baldwin Hawks. That shot's going to be taken out in the slot. It's going to be knocked up and out of play. Ty Stanchfield. Well, I thought it hit the net. They play that one on. I guess it went off the glass. I thought that one hit off the net or whatever. I did not hear any whistle at all. So we play on and continue play. Mustangs controlling the puck down in the offensive zone, wrapping the puck back around and forth, and now it'll come free all the way down the length of the ice for the Hawks. They try to bring it down onto this near side. It's going to be brought through by Ian Findley. Findley in the corner. He's trapped there. Poked away from him by Burton. It's going to go over to the far side, be brought around the edge. That's going to be Schley that pushes that up, back out to neutral. Big hit along the far side, right up against the fans. Gets everybody real good and fired up. Hawks take the puck away. They bring it back in. That shot snared out of midair by Price. Able to make that save.
Like in the hot corner over there. No, Mora doing a good job of holding on to possession for the majority of the first couple minutes here.
Or able to get some really good puck possession deep in the zone, which is something that they want to be able to do. Keep the puck in your end. You don't give up many goals, by my math. I played basketball in high school, though, so what do I know? Puck's going to go back behind. Mustangs are going to take their Fuller's going to work it up the far side. It'll come across now on the right wing with Ethan Abel. Abel's going to bring that one through on the right wing, works his way all the way in. Poke checked away from him as he got towards the top of the circle, and the Hawks will send it all the way back down the length of the ice. Price back behind his own net. He'll be able to play that one from there. Mustangs are actually on a power play there as we're back to full strength for both squads. Back out to center. It'll come now for Stromberg. Stromberg crosses over. Shot comes through. It's going to be kicked away by Veendendahl. Over to the near side. Findley's going to play that one back across. Be brought through now. Nolan Anderson looking to get out of his own zone. Puck knocked away. It'll come at least back out to center. Knocked back in by Abel. Puck back underneath. Jackson underneath. Tries to be able to work that out for the men in black. Puck almost knocked away by Burton on that far side. It's going to be poke checked away. Peterson flips it over to the near side. And on the left wing is going to be Burr. His shot hits the pipe. Rings the bell back behind Price, but does not go in. It'll be brought back by Stanfield. Stanfield over to the near side now. Karnick tries to bring it in on the right wing side. He's going to be hit hard and loses the puck. Comes back out to the far side. Stanfield trying to come up with it. It's going to be Rappel. It'll come away with it on the right wing. Drives his way all the way in. Trying to lay that one out into the slot. Beautiful feed. Trying to get that one for Burr, but just couldn't quite connect on the doorstep.
It was the right idea, but just couldn't get the puck in control.
Stanfield works his way back in on the left wing. Short side shot. That's going to be pushed away by Veendendahl. Puck all the way over to the near side, comes back out to the neutral zone. Burr trying to bring it through, lost it for a second, but he's able to gather it back up. Nice defensive play, poke checked away there by Ian Schley. Puck into the corner, centering it out in front. Turnaround shot and a quick snap shot by Jascott. Another save by Price and another one from Burr out in front. Dan Price is dialed in tonight.
Yeah, Price has been putting in some work here in the early going.
Sanders on the near side. He's going to pick it up back at center and try to bring it in on the left wing. He fires that one all the way around with 13 minutes remaining in the first period of play from the Mora Civic Center. Centering out in front, and that one was out there for Sanders for a second, but it was a little bit on his backhand. Couldn't quite get a shot away. Another centering attempt. This one knocked away by Schley once again.
Passing game by Baldwin has been on point here in the early going.
Such, a longtime name you've heard here. Talented kids over with the Mora and even on the girls' side, the Mora Pine City girls hockey team bringing that puck through. That one's going to be Jacob Such.
Such.
Faceoff's going to come back out to the neutral zone. 12:38 to play. First period of action. Shots on goal initially 4-2 in favor of Baldwin, mostly just due to that one little rush that they had out in front. Otherwise, the play has been largely controlled by the Mustangs. Puck back behind, taken away by Baldwin. They try to get that one out in front. Price has it underneath, and they're jamming away. He's sitting on it, and it pokes free. Baldwin saying that he didn't actually have it. Finley trying to make his case.
Yeah, I tend to agree. It didn't look like he had control of it.
It looked like he had it initially, the way that he kind of sat down on it, but then you see the puck's poking free, so it must not have been really controlled there. Nonetheless, ends up in a whistle and a faceoff on the near side left, or near side right of Dane Price. Puck will go back behind. We got a penalty coming. It'll be a penalty on a trip on the Mustangs. That penalty is going to be at the 4:43 mark.
So Baldwin's going to be in the power play here for the first time tonight.
Penalty's going to be on number 15, James Gravning.
Ooh, hits the pipe once again.
Another one off the pipe.
And that's going to get in.
Right off the bat, the Mustangs couldn't get that puck out of the zone, and they never really got even a modicum of control. Ultimately, it ends up being Caleb Sanders that's going to get the goal. It's going to be a power play goal at 4:57 of the first period. And if you're a Mustang fan, that's not how you want to be able to start. Not so much the penalty. I mean, it wasn't a great penalty. It was more kind of incidental, but still a tripping minor for sure. But the way that you just kind of, it seemed like Baldwin just controlled it right away.
Yeah, there was no real pushback there in that power play.
So it's going to be a 1-0 start here for Baldwin. They're kind of a co-op here. 22 gets the assist. But Sanders gets the goal, and the assist is going to go to Mason Rappel. And it's going to be a 1-0 start here for the Baldwin Hawks. Even strength, they seem to be kind of battling back in this one. We talked a little bit about how the Mustangs dominated the opening portion of this game, but Baldwin has answered back quite effectively. Puck on that far side. Such trying to be able to dig that one out. It's going to come away instead with Fuller. Fuller taps that one up ahead for Stanfield. He's going to fire that one down ice. Try to be able to get that one into the zone and try to get something working for the Mora offense. Puck into the corner. It's going to be pushed away from Such. Centering feed came out in front, but it just got by Kamek. And it's going to be brought back now on the far side by Baldwin. Pushed up nicely. Burr tried to be able to push down that far side. Good defensive job, though, by Schley to be able to stay in front of him and cut off that angle. Rappel back behind, trying to be able to sneak out in front. Try to go 5-hole. Puck still loose. Price trying to reach at it desperately. And it's going to come back in a high shot there by Rappel up high. It's going to be gloved by Price. Now a little bit of discussions about Coffey after the puck was iced and held onto by the netminder. Now we got a couple of different Mustangs that have hit the ice, including one that's a little bit slow to get up and looked like he was maybe just kind of pushed down, but now the concern is usually with hockey you're usually wearing a helmet, but at the same time, if you come down and you hit your head, that's usually where the concern starts to come in. We'll step away while they check on him. It appears to be, I believe, 19 Fuller. But we'll let the trainers come out and check on him. We'll come back here to Mora. You're listening to Mustang Hockey on Nice 95.5.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ask Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
I can see it.
Back here in Mora, just kind of stepping back just for a moment as the player Fuller is still on the ice. He's moving around it, so it's not a matter of being completely unconscious or like issues with limbs, but he is definitely still sitting down on the ice. They're kind of getting him back to his skates now, as he kind of went down hard on that one, and they're gonna. A couple of assistant coaches are gonna help assist him off the ice, and the trainers will continue to work with him. It's hard to speculate. It kind of looks like he's, sore all over, I guess, to a certain extent. Like I said, I don't want to speculate on anything. I think that initially my first thought is the concern is any type of like head injury, some sort of concussion, because it looked like he was just kind of in the crease when the kind of pushing and shoving happened, and then all of a sudden he just ended up on his backside and kind of stayed there for a while, kind of moving around in pain. And so whatever that may be, we hope that he's okay. We'll kind of monitor if he comes back out yet tonight. I would anticipate not, but again, that's a whole different conversation that can happen behind the bench that the good news me and Adam don't have to be a part of at all. Mora Civic Center, as we're just about set to get back underway. Officials kind of talking about it a little bit, maybe discussing it with the coaches there. There was a little pushing and shoving after the play. I don't know that anything rose to a penalty, and I think that's kind of what they're explaining. Sometimes it's just because the player got hurt doesn't mean it is a penalty. Just because the player didn't get hurt doesn't mean it's not a penalty, I guess, to a certain extent. Maybe that's kind of what that discussion is. But nonetheless, we are back to action, coming to you live, brought to you by ECE Fiber here at the Mora Civic Center. I don't know about you. Do you have fiber?
I do, yeah.
I have it too.
It's great.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's been so great. I put in a little extender. I got it, all parts of the farm out there. It's quite amazing.
And you are out on a farm.
Oh, yeah. I'm not in town.
Rural Minnesota.
That is, and it's not even, yes, this is kind of a commercial. I will tell you, there's the live read was just that little bit at the very beginning. But let me tell you, It is quite fantastic. It's quite phenomenal. And, yeah, we are not anywhere close to – we're at least 5 miles away from civilization, really, of any kind. But, yeah, it is blazing fast speed. I don't even use all that much internet. But
Yeah.
it's still – it's pretty sweet. I can watch all of my favorite games on KBK Online. That puck's going to head back down underneath as we get back to the game. Adam.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Jeez, everybody.
Under 10 minutes here in the first period of action. It's a nice thing about videos. You can kind of talk about some things a little bit. It is 1-0 in favor of the Hawks as they do get that power play goal. I had one job to do to be able to update the score, so I'll make sure I get that. Puck up top. Sanders is going to fire another one in deep, and it's going to be deflected away. I don't know that one actually made it all the way to Price. A lot of traffic. Now we got a 3-on-1 going the other direction. Such off for Stansfield. Back for Such. He's in the back of the net, and we got a goal.
Good job by Mora by taking advantage of the 3-on-1 opportunity here offensively to knot things up at 1 apiece.
Tried to hit the
It's not
instant
Pierce versus
replay
Malacca.
button. I didn't quite get the
Hey,
button.
we're all
right,
rusty
so,
here.
You know, I hit the wrong R on that one. So, otherwise, we did have the See, it could have been a great game. Nonetheless, that's a beautiful feed there. And what I liked best about that one was the fact that Stansfield got it from Such, and they went back and forth early on it. When you go back and forth early, you're gonna get that puck back. And you're going to get that opportunity.
Great team hockey there. Now, Baldwin does have a 9-3 shots on goal advantage here in the early going, but knotted up at 1 apiece. Those don't count.
It's true.
They don't count.
Time of that goal is going to be the 7:30 mark. Such from Stansfield. That's just a beautiful give and go. It was a 3-on-1, but the 2-on-1 was good enough. And you give that opportunity to be able to go back and forth and be able to get a good shot in on that one. That shot's going to come from the point held on to by Price.
Now, on the other end, Baldwin has been doing a really good job passing the puck around here on the offensive end.
They do have really good puck movement. Because there's not enough. There's also a second Veendendahl. So, easy name that just rolls off the Veenendahl in net and also taking the face-off there. Now that one's going to roll off with a stick of Anderson. It'll come all the way back through to center. Baldwin sends it back down into the Mora zone. They're going to chase back after it. Backhanded around over to the near side. Burton plays that one around the boards for Carmick. Along the half wall on the near side, taken away by Baldwin. Out in front, Burton lost it for a second. Kick save. Another save there on Findlay. Price has been an absolute animal. You did have that power play goal, but he has been absolutely tremendous in net here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, if you're a Mustang, you got to get it out of the goal zone, out of the blue zone quicker than that.
Puck over to the near side. Carmick's going to get that back out to center. Trying to move that puck around a little bit, get it working up ice. Back it'll come now. Burton works up the far side. Stansfield lost it off to Veenendahl. Shot from the far side. That one's going to go wide from Burr. Come all the way over to the near side for Sanders. It's going to come back out to center. Almost taken away there by Stansfield. He had an opportunity to maybe go the distance on that one, but just couldn't quite come up with it cleanly.
Yeah, they kind of caught Baldwin in a shift.
Puck will come back down into the Baldwin zone. That one's going to be knocked up into the air by Rappel. Backhanded by Such up along that far side. Bouncing puck off the far side wall. And Baldwin will come back out to center. Hawks into the zone on the far side. Carlson's going to work his way all the way to the corner. He's going to be pushed out, but he's going to maintain possession of the puck. He was pushed out by Riker Price, but he's able to maintain possession. Now loses it, and Price is going to send this down the length of the ice. Not sure if that was touched on the way through. It was not. So it will be an icing call, and we'll go all the way back down to the other end of the ice. Shots on goal, Adam. It is a 1-1 score, which alludes to it being a pretty close game. I think it's been, for the most part, kind of a close game, but shots on goal are 12-3.
Baldwin doing a good job of centering the puck here on the offensive end, getting them better opportunities there on the offensive end.
Very aggressive tack for the Hawks. Anderson back at the point. He tries to throw one out into the slot. It's knocked to the corner. Myers takes a big check on that far side. Mustangs get it back out to center, but the Hawks, again, right there to be able to maintain possession. They turn defense into offense better than a lot of teams in our area. And the Mustangs trying to be able to just contend with that as best they can. Puck will come back all the way through. Brought back up ice now by Donahue. Donahue works his way in, fires that one towards Veenendahl, and he'll hold on for another faceoff.
So faceoff now in the Baldwin zone. See if Mora can get a good offensive possession down here.
And I think that really Mora's done a pretty good job around Price. They are crashing the net, but they're taking advantage of the opportunities. That's kind of how they scored their goal, too. Just the aggressive nature of Baldwin and trying to limit their mistakes and trying to be able to take advantage of when Baldwin makes one. Puck on the near side. Peterson's going to bring it ahead and work his way in on the left wing. Gets to the circle. Works his way past the official, and he's going to be pushed out the puck by Gravning in the corner. Gravning trying to work it up the sidewall. He gets tipped down. No hand goes up, so we play on. Stansfield pokes that one up ahead, trying to chase it down himself. Works his way in, gets into the high slot, trying to slip through, but it's poke checked away from him and pickpocketed by Jaskett. Jaskett works his way back all the way the other direction. Backhand, forehand is kicked away by Price yet again with another save. We got a hand up. We got a delayed penalty coming on Baldwin. Opportunity now for the Mustangs as they get the extra attacker on, trying to be able to maintain possession. Stansfield in the corner. I don't know that he knows that there's a penalty. He throws it out in front. Worked its way past Such. Now it's going to be touched up on the far side, and we'll get our penalty call. So interference back behind the play.
So now talk a little bit about the strategy of getting the goalie out of the goal minder and getting an extra attacker.
So the delayed call, as soon as a penalty happens, the hands goes up, and the other team, as soon as they touch the puck, the play is dead. But if the team that is not receiving the penalty, but going to be the benefactor of the penalty, they have the opportunity to just keep going. They're not going to blow it down. Yeah, the risk is basically gone, except for an own goal, I guess, to a certain extent. But you know, it's an opportunity to be able to kind of get a little mini extra power play, if you will. So Mora is 0 for 1 on the power play at this point, trying to be able to get a second opportunity worked up ahead as they come out of their own zone. Now puck turned over, high over the top of the net by Ian Findlay. Not exactly how you want to start, but the Mustangs come right back over with it. Work their way into the corner. Sikora trying to be able to knock that one away. Out in front it went. It was just a little bit out of the reach of Ethan Abel. Into the corner, Abel comes away with it. Flips it up top, stepping down. Whistling one out in front is going to be James Gravning, held on to by Veenendahl. And we'll get an offensive zone draw with 1:19 remaining in the power play. .4:59 to go in the period. Mustangs trying to be able to untie this hockey game that is knotted at 1. Face off near side left of Veenendahl. Going to come all the way back, and they're going to be brought through by Burr. Burr wakes his way through. He's going to get all the way in. Short-handed goal.
The speed by Burr.
For Burr.
The speed by Burr to grab that puck and go coast to coast with it was impressive.
That's why I think my call was kind of a little bit more, I don't want to say lackadaisical, but it wasn't, you know, I'm like, okay, well, he's just going to kind of dump it down, but he just blew right by everybody. So a short-handed goal there now at the 12:08 mark. And again, not exactly what you want to see if you're a Mustang fan, but they are still on the power play for another 1:08. Mason Rappel is also going to get an assist on that one, and it's now a 2-1 game with not the Mora Mustangs leading. Puck is going to wobble its way back down and work its way into the Mustang end of the arena. Mustang coaches and players saying we need to work up, we need to get going, trying to be able to work out of their own zone. We're down to 30 seconds to go on the power play, and now it's going to be Riker Price from behind his own net. Works his way out for Stansfield. Stansfield lost it for a second, but it worked as kind of a little deke job on Veenendahl. Be able to get that puck through. Such swings it wide, fires a shot short side. Save came right back out to Such. Such in the corner, drops for Stansfield. Stansfield up top for Burton. Burton works, fires a shot. It's blocked by Findlay, and Findlay's just going to send it back down the length of the ice. Burton with a good shot on that one, but Price just standing in the way. And we're back to even strength. Mustangs now 0 for 2 on the power play. Back it'll come. Mustangs work their way back in. Vienendahl with the save. Another centering feed over to the near side, and it rolls off of the stick of Abel. It just was kind of a deflection that came to him, but he couldn't quite get a good shot away on it. Back out to center it'll go, and Grabning's shot is going to be deflected up into the bench area. 3:14 remains here in the first period of action between the Mustangs and the Hawks. Glad you could join us out here, whether it be online on WCMP Q Media 5 or out on Nice 95.5. Puck heads down and on the left wing. It'll go all the way back behind. It'll be picked up there by the Hawks. They work it back to the blue line, but it's going to be kept in there by Gravning. Underneath, it'll be picked up by the Hawks. Anderson trying to get back out of the zone. Able to get that one back up to the neutral zone. It worked out by Petch. And offsides at the line. Petch made a move right at the line, and that caused Carlson to slide in just a little bit early. And we'll get a faceoff back out to center.
I think it's important that Mora gets a couple of really good opportunities offensively. Shots on goal that are maybe don't have to be goals, but, just showing a little life offensively.
Early season hockey here, our first hockey broadcast of the young season. I believe the first hockey broadcast, first one I'm doing at least.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's the first one.
I had a girls hockey match.
So it's not the first one. You led the things off.
Hey, I'm a seasoned pro now.
Yeah, no. Going way back. Decades in the works.
Yeah.
Puck back behind. It'll be picked up there by the Hawks. They work it back to the blue line and try to get things set up. Shot from the point is deflected up and out of play from Jascott. Never made it all the way through to Price, but up into the netting. Should be an interesting season this year with our surrounding area hockey teams, notably the Pine City girls and boys. Of course, the Pine City girls is Pine City area that does involve the Mora Mustangs. As one of the referees takes a bow after he took a fall there, but he bounces right back up like a champ. But Pine City boys should be pretty solid. They got a little bit of experience coming back, but they do have a fair amount of youth. Same thing with the girls. They've graduated a little bit, but they do have some talent there as well. Kind of looking maybe for scoring, I think, is maybe going to be their thing. Puck back for the Mustangs. That one's going to be a little high and wide there for Kamek. Flip back out to center, and Burr is going to try to bring it back for the Hawks. He's in 1-on-3, and he loses the puck. Back out to center it'll go. Such trying to chase it down with Stansfield. Stansfield tips it back up ahead. Nice little titch pass for himself. And a shot in on Vienendahl. That's the other part of it, too. You talk about the Mora Mustangs. You look at their roster. You want to talk about youthful. You got Blake Kamek, Hunter Reynolds. That's it for seniors.
Yeah, trying to get the numbers up. Talking to Coach Wilkin, he likes the mix of youth and experience that he has.
There's a ton of juniors, but there's only one sophomore in Jeremiah Fuller. Otherwise, it is a ton of freshmen that are also, not a ton of freshmen, but there's a fair amount of freshmen that are getting a lot of playing time out here for this Mustang squad. Back it'll come, shot off the pipe once again. Ringing the bell is Findlay, but it does not go in, and so we play on. Shot from the far side is going to be knocked away. That one's for Jascott. Vienendahl trying to center that one, get it out in front, but it's knocked away from him. Kitzberger was on the doorstep, but couldn't quite connect with it. Sanders on the near side puts that one back underneath. Vienendahl with 1 minute remaining in the first period. Back up top, Sanders tees one up. Now rebound came out. Vienendahl just overskated it. Jascott from the point. That one's going to be deflected and go just a little bit wide. Short side shot on the near side. Be knocked away. Back to the point. Sanders somehow holds the zone. Thought that one for sure came through. Pushed around the far side there by Burton. Just out of the reach by Donahue, but Donahue lays the wood on that far side to Jascott as the puck then cleared out down the length of the ice, but that one's going to be an icing call.
I've been really impressed with Price in the goal here in the first period.
I think the biggest thing, I guess, for me watching him is he doesn't seem like he's scrambling.
Mm-hmm.
on the puck.
Yeah.
He seems controlled with it, which is mark of a really solid netminder that's seeing the puck well.
Yeah, there works to find the puck.
He's definitely squared up to the puck very nicely. Sanders plays that one back underneath. We're under 30 seconds remaining here in the first period. Puck over to the far side. Jackson trying to be able to hold his own. Flips that one down along that right wing. Puck back out to the neutral zone. Stanfield tried to poke that one up ahead, but it's taken away by Petch. Sends that one in. Kick to the corner by Price. And puck underneath. Trying to center that one out in front. And back in by Rappel from point blank. Centering feed. It came through the crease, but it was going the opposite direction. And nobody there for the Hawks. It gets poked out of the zone, and that'll be the end of the first period. 2-1 is the score in favor of the Hawks over the top of the Mustangs here at the Mora Civic Center. We'll come back and recap the first period of play, get you set for the second, where we return back to Mora on Nice 95.5.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever. How do you service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering? Many of these can be taken care of.
It is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto.
100%. Absolutely. It was it's pretty quick. It's another amped up level, but I was waiting for the puck. I was just like,
hey, let's get this thing going. Let's go.
It was definitely. Nonetheless, back here in Mora, as we're coming to you live, brought to you by ECE Fiber, Andy Beckstrom and Adam Hefty from the Mora Civic Center. One period of play in the books. We got the Zamboni out there making the ice nice and fresh. Always a fun thing to be able to watch. It's one of my favorite things about hockey.
It's so simple. Yet you're just like, all right, how they're going to do this?
Mesmerized by it. Is it ASMR? Is that something? Is that what they call it? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but that's more of a sound thing. So I don't know how it what a visual analogy is.
Oh, I guess I don't know.
We can make something up.
It sounded like the right thing.
Yeah.
I don't really know what that is, so I'm far too old for any of that stuff. I'm 6 or 7 years too old for any of that.
Yeah.
43 was when there was a penalty on the Mustangs, and they scored just seconds after that, giving the lead to the Hawks. And Adam, we talked a little bit about that moment, that it wasn't so much that they had the penalty. I mean, it's never great to take a penalty. Sometimes it happens. It's kind of incidental contact in the corner, and it is what it is. You take the penalty, you move on. But it was more so a matter of that they kind of Kitzberger along that far wall. He's got it pinned up against. Comes in to join the fray. Puck slides free underneath with Gravning. Gravning works his way around the boards. Gets that one up ahead. It's going to be Stansfield who'll come through on the left wing. Fires that one all the way across, entering the zone on the far side. Nice drop pass. Trying to be able to get that one back for Such, but he gets sandwiched on the play. Through it comes now is Stansfield. He fires a shot. That one comes through the slot unharmed all the way to the corner.
A lot of traffic there in front of the goal.
Puck out in front. Stansfield trying to pull that one through. Sandberg knocked that one away just as he got out in front. And it'll be Veenendahl that'll come all the way through with it. Veenendahl works his way in on the left wing, all the way back behind. Watched there by Such. Centering feed to nobody in particular. Puck will come all the way back out to the blue line. Stanchfield's going to pick it up from there. Has to backhand it in as it just never settled on him at all. And by the time he was able to get control of it, it was kind of 1-on-4. Taken away by Baldwin. Quickly, they work up ice. Ahead on the left wing now, Rappel enters the zone. Makes it past one defender, gets out in front, and Price with another big save. He has been absolutely everywhere here for the Mustangs. Back it'll go now for the Mustangs. Burst of speed coming through there with Noah Donahue. Freshman works his way in on the left wing. Poke checked away from him. It'll go over to the far side. And Burr will try to work back through center. Burton knocks that one away. Dumped on the far side. We got a penalty coming on Baldwin. And the Mustangs will go back on the power play.
Price has done so well there in goal tonight.
It's going to be a roughing minor there on Mason Rappel.
So another power play opportunity for the Mustangs. Last time they were in the power play, Burr was able to go the length of the ice to get a shorthanded goal.
So 14:49 remaining in the second period. Mustangs hold the zone on the far side. Nicely done along that edge there by Ian Schley, and then it's knocked away from him. Back to puck will go. Price with another big save at the other end on the breakaway.
That rhymed a lot with the last power play.
That was Burr once again. See, you called it. You know, it was Burr once again making the big steal, working his way up ice, and another shorthanded opportunity.
Could Burr have played another winter sport other than hockey?
We could have, but
Burr.
Yep.
Yeah. See how I did that?
Yep.
See, and you guys get this for free.
This is no charge radio or no charge online content. Another puck turned over, and Burr once again back at his old tricks, trying to be able to work his way in on the offensive zone. It'll come back out to power play. They got another minute 20 remaining on the man advantage. Puck underneath Such, pokes it forward and works his way back through the middle of the ice. Comes through on the far side, now works his way to the high slot. Tried to lay it over for Stanchfield. Short side shot, that's going to go off the side of the netminder, maybe even the side of the cage. Stanchfield gathers it back up, works his way over to the circle on the near side. Drops for Such. Such in the corner, and he lost it for a second, but he's able to get it away for Stanchfield. Stanchfield, up top it'll go. Schley tried to settle the puck down, but it took too long, and Burr is able to close that gap on him. Puck underneath there for Kamek. Cross for Such. Such to the high slot, flips that one over to the far side now for Stanchfield. Stanchfield digs it out of the corner, works up the side half wall. Schley trying to get it for Such, almost taken away there by Vienendahl. Such tried to turn that one into a little mini power play going the other direction. He works in the corner. Nice work there by Such. Rink-wide feed for Stanchfield over the far side. Stanchfield makes a nice move, gets away from Burr. Up top, Such in the slot. Save made and a rebound out in front. Kamek dove after that one, but Vienendahl able to get a glove on it before he gets there and holds on.
There was an opportunity there, but the passing by Mora in this power play has been pretty good.
I was going to say, that was a very good possession there. A lot of really good zone time there for the Mustangs.
21 seconds left to go in the power play.
The advantage with this one is we talked a little bit about how it's the long change. The Mustangs, in theory, could rotate forwards in, just get whoever's on this high point right to the bench, be able to get them in there. Another shot comes through. That one hits the pipe. Back to the point, teeing one up. That shot bounces through. Robertson sent that one in. Had a lot of deflection on the way through. Such had it in his feet. He doesn't know where it is. He didn't realize he came actually through clean on that one. Jackson trying to get it out of the zone. Instead, it's going to be kept in by Kamek. Penalty is over. We're back to even strength. Puck flipped out in front by Kamek as he gets smoked by Jaskod, and now he's kind of a little slow to get up as well. The penalty had expired, but the Mustangs still had. You have the 2 minutes, but you almost have another couple, 2-3 seconds before they're able to get that player down into the zone and in position. The Mustangs were trying to take advantage of that, but couldn't quite get another shot in with some force. And with 12:44 to go in the period, Mustang now 0 for 3 on the man advantage. Face off on the near side. Mustangs trying to be able to hold the zone and be able to get something going on offense, even strength. Puck pops up on the far side. Abel trying to be able to get it to the corner and maintain it. Plays it back underneath. Anderson will get there for Baldwin. Over to the near side now as Burton pinches down, pushes that one back underneath. Mustangs trying to be able to hold those corners a little bit better than they have. That one's going to be kept in. Another one flipped out in front. by Abel. I like the work that this line is doing right here.
Right.
Abel doing work. And then Stromberg gets that one out in front, and Stromberg and Donahue get dumped out in front by Saunders and Jascott.
Even at even strength here on this possession, Mora has been a good job.
Definitely been a really good possession here for this full line. Forwards on back. 11:46 remaining here in the middle frame here at the Mora Civic Center. Couple of nice moves on that far side. Trying to work out in front is Rappel, backhanded towards the front of the net. And that'll probably be the easiest save that Price makes all night long.
So now 11:35 left to go here in the second period.
Not super wintry out here out at the old ballpark. Got up into the 40s today and about freezing, I suppose, outside. About 33 is what my app says on my phone right now. But I haven't even really put my jacket on yet so far. Puck comes back through now with Stanfield. Stanfield makes one move, fires a shot, save made by Wiedendahl. But a nice move there by Stanfield to be able to get all the way in. Puck back up top and almost taken away again by Burr. Now it comes through and Price is going to be able to smother that one as Burr was trying to defense and try to push up ice. Now as Gravning is being smart play there by Kamek. That's why you see a C on his chest, being able to say, hey, let's not take a penalty here. It's already puck possession, especially tops of possessions. Now Sikora loses it. It's going to be brought back by the Mustangs, and it just rolls off of the stick of Donahue. This is that line that really made some damage a couple of shifts ago. Back checked and loses the puck as it comes all the way through now for Price, who smothers that one as he gets a little bit of a face wash by Findlay.
Nice of him.
Yeah, got to throw a little bit of ice at him. He's probably a little warm in all that gear.
Wake him up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. 9:52 to go here in Mustang Country. Coming to you live, brought to you by ECE Fiber. Andy Beckstrom, Adam Hefty on the call of tonight's matchup. If you're looking to find out what game we're going to be at, go to WCMPradio.com/broadcast schedule or KBEK.com/broadcast schedule. You'll be able to find the list of games there. Every game is also a direct link to the respective YouTube feed. We got 5 of them, Adam. 5 of them. And we got all sorts of broadcasters as well. A couple, 3-4 years ago, we had just a couple of us, but we have built this thing into an empire.
Everybody look out for the conglomerate that is WCMP Sports.
The Q Media family of networks. Puck over to the near side. Such just misses that one. We're on WCMP 5 tonight. If you go over to YouTube.com and search all 5 of them, you can the old like, share, and subscribe and be able to get notifications on games, or just go, like I said, to the website or any of our social media feeds, be able to find out what game we're going to be doing. You can follow the direct link right there to be able to find out where you're going to be at. Generally, I'll be on WCMP 5. Adam, do you know what one you're going to be on this year?
I'm on WCMP Sports 3.
3, all right.
Yeah.
I think Ethan Game Day
2.
Gilman will be on
2.
The Deuce.
Yeah.
I think Ethan Game Day Gilman. Oh, it's going to be Such now. He's got a breakaway opportunity. Works his way in on Wiedendahl. Rolls off of his stick, but he is able to corral it and puts it in anyway. The puck rolled off of his stick. He reached back just to garner possession of it again, thinking that play was dead, and he pushes it 5-hole past Wiedendahl.
Yeah, that's the second goal of the night. Getting the best out of his opportunity and get it to the backside of the net.
Second goal for Such on the night. Even strength goal at 8:17. And again, another nice burst of speed as he took that play out at center while I was yammering along and able to get up ice.
Yeah, now finally this offensive, I mean, you could call it domination here in the second period that Mora has created a goal.
And I think for the Mustangs, it was just a matter of let's just get it back to even. Let's try to play it straight up. Don't try to do too much, as a big collision there is crashing into the net. This is going to be Rappel. May have been assisted into the net a little bit by Ethan Abel. I escorted him into the back of the net. I think that's...
Yeah. call this a dominating period for Mora so far?
I don't know if I would call it dominating, but I think I would say that they got it back to even and push themselves a little bit ahead of the game. I think that maybe if it's, in my mind, if I'm a coaching staff, the goal is, I think we even talked about it a couple, probably about 5, 6, 7 minutes ago, that you just want to try to get it back to even where you're not giving up the odd man rushes. You're not allowing Baldwin to just dominate zone time. And it felt like they really changed that. And that one line, the 6, 7, 8 line, Stromberg, Babel, and Donahue, like that line really changed the tide. And I think that's where Morris started to take control of the game.
Yeah, it really looks like it. And now they're able to do whatever they want instead of Baldwin dictating what they need to do.
That line definitely take advantage of their opportunities out there, allowing that Such and Stanchfield line to be able to do some damage as well. Puck over to the near side. Baldwin holds the zone. Burr does not come away with a puck this time. And it'll come back out to center. Jascott fires it down over to the near side. I think it's actually Baldwin Woodville. So I think it's actually a co-op with this one upon further reflection. I'll have to look into that here during the break. Puck out in front. It's going to be just out of the reach of Such, and Baldwin will come back with it. 7.5 to play as the Hawks enter the zone on the left wing. Puck out in front. It's going to be turned over a couple of times. Just a little miscommunication. And
there's Price again.
The net comes off. And so now Burr comes out in front, and the officials are going to talk about this a little bit. I think they're going to go talk to Price. As Burr came out in front, it was chirping something fierce at the netminder Price. Price took a little offense to something that he said.
So I doubt they're going to call a penalty here, but can a goalie get called for a penalty?
Yes.
So what do you do then?
Somebody on the ice has to serve it.
Okay.
So one of the other players, it is the team's choice who gets to serve it, but somebody else will have to serve it. So you're still shorthanded.
Gotcha.
You can get ejected.
I'm
That's
learning
for sure.
Yeah.
But yes, they just send somebody else to the box to be able to serve that penalty on his behalf. Ooh, nice knocked away there by Stanchfield. If he hustles, he can get himself an odd man rush. Works his way into the slot. A nice play by Sikora getting back on defense. Stanchfield trying to be able to push back, get that one out in front for Kamek. Puck gets by. It's going to be an odd man rush going the other direction now. Kitzberger able to get by Grabning. Rebound popped out, and it just got by Findlay on this near side. Price again with another big save. Puck in the corner. We got a hand up. We got a delay call coming, and Veendendahl roofs one over the top of Price and then celebrates in the crease.
Yeah, takes it over the right shoulder of Price.
Now a little discussion here by the officials saying, you can't come all the way over here. Has more to do with not crossing over the opponent's line here. But nonetheless, that's a Baldwin goal to take the lead 3-2 at the 10:09 mark of the period. And the other part of that as well, Jacob Such gets the penalty for interference, but back it'll come now for the Mustangs. They get all the way in. That 6, 7, 8 line came all the way through. Puck back up to the point. Burton almost able to hold the zone. Just couldn't quite get there in time. He was coming in off the bench. Turnover. Findlay is working on Price, and he makes another save, pushing that one away.
Price holding the line here.
Puck's going to be cleared out by the Mustangs. This one's going to be on goal, so no icing. Once the netminder plays it, no icing at all. Going to go back underneath. Played there by Jascott. Drew Jascott up ahead on the left wing. Let's get that one ahead for Carlson. Backhanded down in and deep. Back behind Price. Wraps around the boards all the way over to the near side into the corner. 5:52 remaining in the second period. The middle frame of tonight's matchup between Baldwin and Mora. Not a league game.
No.
Not a division game between these. Not a conference matchup. of any sort as Baldwin across the river over into Wisconsin. I think I might be headed over there actually tomorrow.
There you go.
Puck sent down the length of the ice.
Not a bad place to be.
They wave off any icing. Now they have a big event tomorrow, Does on the Go in the Grantsburg area. So I think there's a group of us going to go check that out a little bit. They got some cheese. They're going to go to the brewery maybe. A lot of fun stuff to be able to do over there in Grantsburg. That's not even a sponsor. I'm just talking about stuff that I'm doing here. Back it'll come now for Burr. He fires another shot just out of the reach of the leg pad of Price, but it was wide of the net. That one's deflected dangerously out in front by Gravning. But Price, Johnny on the spot, be able to get, or Dane on the spot, I guess maybe is more apt, able to make that save and hold on.
Yeah, Mora got away with something right there with it right in front of the puck, or right in front of the goal, rather.
5 minutes remaining here in the second period. 3-2 is the lead for the Baldwin Hawks.
Hawks doubling up the Mustangs on shots on goal.
It's a nice Sports Friday here in Mora as now the officials discussing something with the Mora coaching staff. Cam Wilkin, assisted by Jeremy Abel and Parker Mitchell. Parker Mitchell, I don't know if you got a chance to be able to watch him when he was a player here 4 or 5 years ago. As quick as they can be, great hands, absolutely tremendous player. I don't know if he played any college hockey or not, but I know he played quite a bit of juniors. Played, I think, maybe a couple of games in Isani, and I was like, nope, that was even not enough for him. He went over and I believe played for the Lumberjacks over in St. Cloud, the Granite City Lumberjacks, and the next level higher. So heck of a player back here on the bench here for the Mora Mustangs. Other side of things, Lucas Trickle, the bench boss for the Baldwin Hawks. That one comes all the way through, and we get a whistle. I think that was offsides. Nope, I guess it was icing. Thought he was already across the line, but apparently not across the center stripe. And that one came all the way through, so they whistle that one down with an icing call. And 4:44 in the second period. 3-2, and Mora, I'm not going to say gave up the momentum, but we're tilting. We're teetering on that right now.
Right.
That Baldwin trying to be able to, just with that delayed call and being able to get a couple of odd man rushes, Mora does not want to give up that momentum that they had built. Playing physical, playing strong. Shot comes out in front. Price with another nice save. Kicked over to the far side corner. Overskating that one was Findlay, and it'll come back out to the neutral zone. Right there, though, Jascott dumps it back in.
Mora having struggles getting it out of their zone.
Puck back out to the neutral zone. Jascott over there, plays it over to the near side. This is the Baldwin play that we've seen so much already, where they just control the neutral zone. It's not necessarily even an aggressive attack trying to keep the puck in the zone. They're just pinching and trapping, not letting anything get past the center stripe. Puck comes over to the near side. Sanders, again, takes it away as Mora tries to come through the neutral zone. Now a scrum for it on the near side. Suits trying to come away with it. Back it'll come. Stanfield sneaks away, gets into the slot, but he loses the puck as he's knocked away by Jascott. Jascott tries to repay the favor on Such, and this game has definitely got a physical tone to it.
Yeah, no love lost here between these two squads.
Back it'll come now for Schley. His shot comes all the way back. It's taken away, though, by Vienendahl, but the Baldwin Hawks were in offside, still deep forechecking. So the puck has to be held back at the neutral zone to prevent the offsides. Back to the point. Jascott holds on the far side, almost pushed back out there by the Mustangs. It's going to be taken away. Carlson gets into the low slot, and he fires a shot. Rebound came out in front. What a rebound off the window. Back behind it, bounced right out in front, and it hopped the stick of Burr. Otherwise, Burr might have buried another one.
I'm proud of you.
I hope that somebody comes up with a mixtape of all the fun stuff here.
The wordplay. The wordplay is mid-season levels here.
I like to think that I do okay by myself, but when I got Adam Hefty on my side, quick check with Ethan, Game Day Gilman, Barnum, and Hinckley Finlayson, 20-19 at halftime.
Okay.
So barn burner of a game in that matchup. Again, WC. Barnum burner.
That's hard.
I'll accept it.
Yeah. All right.
Again, WCMPradio.com/broadcast schedule to be able to find out more. Those are the other games going on. Another game is going to be Blaine at Cambridge girls basketball. That'll be on 100.9 for the broadcast on that one. Shot from a weak side on the near side is going to be sent through by Stromberg. Held on to by Veenendahl.
Just trying to get it on goal here. See if something can happen.
Get it down there. Get yourself an offensive zone draw. And if nothing else, one of the other things that's kind of almost missed a little bit sometimes by some fans is the advantage that the home team has. They get to change last. So the away team is forced to make their decision, and then the home team can match up to try to be able to get a different line out there if they want to try to be able to take advantage of an opportunity. They keep that 6, 7, 8 line out there as the puck squirts free and comes all the way down the length of the ice. Grabning will head after it, but the whistle blown on an icing call will bring it back down. 2:27 remaining here in the second.
So both teams scoring here in the second period. Not as offensively potent as the first period.
I would agree. Been a lot of fun, but definitely not quite as aggressive as it has been. Puck over to the near side. Going to be pushed back along the back sidewall. The half wall back behind Veenendahl as they go back and forth. Jascott's going to pick it up there, watched by Stanchfield. Across it comes as Baldwin gets it back out to the neutral zone. Nice backhanded pass, but Such took that one away. Unfortunately, Veenendahl stepped inside that passing lane, takes it back into the zone, in on the right wing, works his way back underneath, meets Such at the point of attack, comes away with the puck. Such now takes it away and tries to work his way back himself. Gets it back out to the neutral zone. He's going to work his way in on the left wing, in with Stanchfield. Gets the puck, gets all the way out in front. It sits in the crease, and we're going to get a penalty called on Baldwin. A little pushing and shoving after the play, but it'd be good to walk away from that as you got the man advantage.
Yeah, you want to keep that power play.
Baldwin, I believe, took that penalty as far as I know. 2 minutes roughing on a... That's going to be, and the nice thing on that one, oh no, Indian Finley. I thought it was going to be on Burr for a second. I'm like, we got no shorthand opportunity on this one now. 16:20 the time of that penalty. Not for lack of opportunities, the Mustangs now on their fourth power play opportunity. Baldwin has had one power play opportunity, and they've technically scored 2 goals on the power play. One on their power play and then one on Mora's power play. Puck back to the point as Schley laid it across, and it's shot taken by Robertson, held on to by Veenendahl.
Once again, just trying to get the puck on net.
95 seconds, 95.5 seconds is what I'm going to say, are remaining here in the second period. Puck back to the point, pops up into the air, and Burr almost came away with another end. Correction, that was actually, I believe that was Rappel that almost came away with that one, but Mustangs able to hold the zone. Puck goes back behind Schley. Trying to get it for Such. Such stood up at the point of attack, but Such battles for it, and he comes away with the puck. Official in the way, causing a little bit of a screen over there, but nonetheless able to come back with it. Back for Robertson. He turns and fires. Deflected puck out in front. That one goes up over the top into the netting, but whoo.
Yeah, that was right on goal. It was a really good shot. Some players in between the forward and the goalie. So
beautiful
some
opportunity.
obstacles.
Definitely. And Veenendahl never even reacted to the deflection at all. He was just surprised that it didn't hit him. Mustangs, good news, they win the draw back. Bad news, Burr's got a head of steam. He gets the puck out in front, tries to get a shot. Nice back checking by Ty Stanchfield. Able to get there from behind to be able to knock that puck away. Rappel comes away with it, and Rappel gets the shorthander going 5-hole.
Yeah, Rappel going 5-hole. Price a little bit slow on the reaction, and another shorthanded goal for the Hawks.
That goal comes at the 16:07 mark. As it's just been turnovers and aggressive play by Baldwin have been kind of the story to a certain extent. Mora's been right there in this game, though. It is a 4-2 game, but really it's only 4-2. Mustangs have already scored a couple of goals, and they've been in position to be able to do more. It's just been really aggressive play here by the Hawks tonight.
Yeah, the speed of Baldwin has been the difference here.
Vienendahl steals that puck out in neutral zone as the Mustangs still on the power play for another minute. 39 seconds remain in the period, so the bulk of this will carry over to the second period. Unless they score prior to that, of course. Be brought back now by the Mustangs. They cross over the line with Stromberg. Stromberg backhand out in front, and it just goes wide of the net with 20 seconds remaining in the period.
Got to like the opportunities that Mora is getting here in the latter stages of the second period.
Puck back to the point on the far side. Nobody there as Grabning had pinched down. Burton now is going to have to hustle all the way back. He's able to get there first and able to outrace Rhett Carlson to get back there and be able to poke it away from danger. And that'll be the end of the second period. 4-2 your score in favor of the Baldwin Hawks. We'll come back and recap the second period of play and get you set for the third when we return here to Mora on Nice 95.5.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry. Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora. Are iCar and ASC certified and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately? It's because I no longer pay for hot water. What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Ebony. I'm Megan. And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're dapper and divine. Whether you're looking for bold color,
fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes, we're all about hair that feels like you. At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident,
fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
There's always room for you at Dapper and Divine. How would you like to get a brow wax for free? Mention this ad with any coloring, free brow wax all month. Dapper and Divine, on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go, take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza.
Services for a free seminar for area residents called Food and Funerals. Tuesday the 21st in a panel of local experts and realize that most things are fairly simple and affordable if taken care of ahead of time. Food and Funerals, a free event. Reserve your spot today. 320-2.
A jewelry store.
Nada.
Then a jewelry store.
Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada.
A pawn shop.
Nada. Thanks. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Man's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is pineinsurance.us today. Pineagency.us.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer for fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends 7 till 2.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ash Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Embrace Orthodontics, one of our Nice 95.5 Q Media sponsors of all of the events, the happenings and the things and the whatnots. Hockey tonight, boys hockey. Mora Mustangs playing host to the Baldwin Woodville Hawks on a beautiful Friday night here in the great state of Minnesota. Mora Civic Center, the site of tonight's matchup. 4-2 is your score, kind of during the course of the period that trying to just be able to get it back to a little bit more even play, if you will. 18-9 were shots after the first period, and a shorthanded goal makes it 2-1. You want to try to just get it back to even momentum, right, even play, even control, I guess, to a certain extent. And I thought for most of the period, or at least parts of the period, the Mora Mustangs were able to accomplish that.
Yeah, they did a really good job, especially in the first half of that period, gaining control, keeping the puck in the offensive zone for the majority of that first half of that second period, even knotting things up at 2 apiece there with a goal. But, you know, Baldwin, Woodville doing a good job of getting that momentum back and taking the lead and getting an insurance goal.
Definitely a tough, the way that the period went, it looked really, they had all the momentum in the world, and then they take a penalty, or they get a penalty, I should say, so they have now the man advantage. It really felt at that point in time that here's how you kind of, not necessarily cement it, but you like really get a grasp of this game. That's really where I think that the game kind of changed and kind of tilted the other direction all of a sudden.
Yeah, Baldwin did a good job of really stemming that momentum and turning it in the other direction. And that seems to be what they've been doing all night.
Mora Malacca Mustangs, the co-op here, taking on
Bram, too.
Baldwin Woodville. There's a Bram kid here.
There's a Bram kid. Yep.
A bomber in the house. Do you know which one it is? Is it Ty Stanchfield?
It is not.
Would be kind of ironic since Stanchfield's just a little bit down the road there.
No, I believe it is Brock Fix, the freshman. He is from Bram. So Bram trying to get into the hockey game. So Bram is co-oping with Mora for boys hockey, but co-oping with Pine City for girls hockey.
Interesting. I know that back in the day, not necessarily
I
your
may be
day.
flipping those, to be honest with you.
That's fine. I'll support that. But
just throwing out information. That's my journalistic side. Throwing things out there without really knowing if it's true.
Accuracy of information may be questionable, but you know what? It's a thing.
Hey, it's the internet world, man. It's better to be fast than it is to be right. Correct?
It's something like that.
Wait.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're working for Yahoo Sports or something. Now I've completely lost my train of thought. What I was going to try to say. What I was going to say was back in the day, and it would be before your day, and then before my day, and maybe before Scott's day, but maybe in Scott's day. I don't know. It might have been. Actually did have a hockey team, and were quite good.
Really?
They were very good. Then we're talking probably 30, 35 years ago.
Okay.
A young man by the name of Bob Vaughn came to town and kind of ruined everything for the hockey community in Bram. I mean, just because he definitely improved basketball anywhere.
Yeah.
Because if somebody's always inevitably you're going to be next to somebody and they'll be like, oh, I'm from Elgin. And they're
Elgin,
like,
Millville.
oh, you don't know where they're. He's like, oh, yeah, it's by Plainview. And they just kind of look at you like, what? Generally with that. Anyway, I'll digress, I guess you could say. The Mustangs in matchup tonight against Baldwin Woodville. They are going to be taking on Tartan tomorrow at Tartan Arena, a 4A matchup tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Baldwin, being in Wisconsin, I don't have access to their schedule, so.
That's because you're not trying hard enough.
I'll try to work on my effort level. We're coming as we work our way to the winter sports season. Real briefly, though, we got about the game. Let's talk about kind of the winter sports season as a whole. Adam, what are you kind of looking for, just generally, like 10,000-foot view for the winter sports season?
I think especially in girls basketball, we have those teams that looked like they were maybe a half step away from championship teams. We had very, very good teams. I mean, I'm looking at Bram and Malacca, notably for girls basketball, that look like they are trying to hopefully make a run towards the state tournament if they're able to get past the section championship. Both of them playing in the section championship almost back-to-back over in Hollenbeck Hall in St. Cloud. That was a fun day. But, yeah, I think it's a girls basketball area. We do have some really good teams in other sports as well, but I think we're more rich in girls basketball.
I would definitely agree. I think we have some teams that are definitely building on the men's side of things. I think that the Mora Mustangs will still be an intriguing team, although they did graduate pretty heavy with some of their big guns, if you will. But I think that girls basketball, we had Bram was in that section championship against the same team both years, and a very similar finish in both years. Looked like they were on their way to the state championship, or the state tournament, I should say, and just was not in the cards. But hope to be able to get it back over there again, over to Hollenbeck Hall, and maybe get Malacca over there as well. I know that Pine City is kind of building. I know the Mora Mustangs last year had a much improved year, and looking to try to be able to build off of some of that success too. So I think it's going to be an interesting year. And some of our hockey teams, we already talked a little bit about some of them as well.
It is going to be fun, that's for sure.
The section for boys hockey that both Mora and Pine City play in is always such a wide open section, and usually it's just like a couple of goals here and there away from anybody really being in the state tournament. And so,
is it still Monticello's section to lose?
Yes.
Okay.
You got to believe that until they lose it. Every time that I feel like I've seen it, I do have them on my calendar. I think in like 2 weeks, I believe they're at Pine City. And I swear every time I see them every single year at Pine City, because they'll play them twice, it always is like a 3-2 game, and I come away just unimpressed at a bounce here or a bounce there, and Pine City be able to win that game. And I'm like, okay, they're not that impressive. They're going to be fine. And they get to the end of the year, and they're 24-1.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what happens. So it's definitely their section to lose, and we'll have to see kind of what happens as we work our way towards the start of the season. We're not quite to the postseason yet, but a lot of time between now and then. right off the bat now, we got ourselves a whistle. I think we got a power play coming for the Mustangs.
So for 12 seconds, Mora's going to be on the 5-3 advantage.
2 minutes for hooking. That's going to be at the 8-second mark.
So we'll see if Mora can take advantage of this power play.
12 seconds, as you mentioned, of a 5-on-3. Mustangs will control it initially. Flipped underneath now for Such. Such watches back behind. Back to the point for Stanchfield. Stanchfield watches out in front. Back for Such. Tries to snipe a corner.
Oh,
Puck
right
still
there.
loose on the crease. And
it was right there, right in front of the goal.
Vienendahl was able to fall. You know, sometimes if I get a ball that's tipped when I'm playing volleyball, sometimes I can't fall to the ground fast enough. When you think as big as I am, I can fall pretty fast. He fell pretty fast.
Yeah, gravity should do the work for you.
Kamek was not quite able to get to that quick enough, as that one just sat right out there and had an opportunity. Switching up defense. We're back to 5-on-4. Stick was knocked loose for a second, which could have been a big thing. Burton trying for the one-timer, but it came off the toe of the stick just a little bit, and the clearing attempt goes up into the netting as it caroms off the glass.
So Mora doing the job here in the power play.
They are holding the zone very well and being able to get some pretty good opportunities here on this power play chance. Now Schley does come on.
And we saw that in the second period, and then they were eventually able to cash in on that.
Minute 5 remains on the power play for the Mustangs. 15:56 to go, third period. As we get back to the action, and it is a faceoff that comes over to the near side. It's going to work its way all the way into the corner, back to the point, and just comes out. And Burr was looking ice again. I think he was already trying to be able to get moving quick. Puck will come all the way deep into the Mustang zone. Schley will settle it down in the corner. Tried to play that one back out in front, but it was well behind Such, and it goes down the length of the ice. Baldwin will gather it up there and clear it down. Mustangs behind their own net. Stanchfield will start it out. 30 seconds remain in the power play. Far side now. Schley has it poked away from him by Burr. Stanchfield slides that one. Good patience there by Stanchfield to wait. 2-on-2 now with Such. Such works his way in. He was in with Kamek, but then he got puck knocked away from him. He's able to gather it back up, though. Plays it underneath for Stanchfield. Stanchfield underneath. Works his way through, looks out in front, centers it out in front, tapped out in front. Another rebound attempt is going to go high and wide by Such. Kamek and Such had golden opportunities on the doorstep, but couldn't quite cash in, as we're now back to even strength. Such comes through, fires a shot from a hard angle, and that one's going to be knocked away by Vienendahl and cleared out down the length of the ice. This is going to be icing and give us a chance to kind of catch our breath, because Mustangs had two grade A open net opportunities, but couldn't get the appropriate amount of stick on it.
Goaltender doing a good job of just only allowing 2 goals here so far, and you can tell.
14:39 to go. This has been, I will say, this has been a very good matchup of goaltenders tonight. Both netminders playing very well. It is 4 goals up on the board, and you can't really put hardly any of them on Price. He has been absolutely phenomenal at the other end of the rink. Facing 39 shots, he's stopped 27 so far. Puck over to the near side, comes off of the stick of Brock Fix, who we talked about a little bit. Out into the slot area, trying to be able to get that one for Abel, but it pops up into the air. Brought back by Peterson. 2-on-1. Trying to be able to slide that one across for Carlson, and Price, the little stick save, to be able to knock that one away from the slot area and get it away from trouble.
Ethan Abel doing a really good job there defensively. He was on his stomach, sliding across the ice, but he stuck his stick out there, and it messed up the 2-on-1 advantage.
One of the hardest things for me, just coming from a basketball standpoint, you want to get yourself between the person and the net because it's uncovered. Right. But hockey, you want to actually take away the passing lane, which is why he was in that spot, because the netminder is supposed to be able to take the puck away. You take away the passing lane, they can just focus just on that. And So it's always so hard for me. It feels like they're so far out of position just from what I grew up with. But that is a great positioning and great stick work there by Abel to be able to affect that play. Puck bounces up into the air. It's going to be brought back now by Donahue. That 6-7-8 line trying to be able to reestablish some momentum here on the Mustang side. Puck over to the near side into the corner. Be played there by the Mustangs, trying to be able to hold the zone. Now it's going to be taken away instead by Jack Jaskett. All the way up ahead quickly onto the right wing, brought through now by Kitzberger. Kitzberger get all the way out in front. I don't know that he actually even got a shot away. If he did, it came right back to him, and now it comes back out to center. Vienedal on the far side. Findlay holds it up against the sidewall and then plays it all the way in and deep. It'll be a icing call as he was before the red line. Double up on those lines, get that icing, and we'll move all the way back down the length of the ice. And it'll be a face-off in the Baldwin end of the rink, right in the shadow of the Mustang Country and state tournament banners, as well as a nice little warming house with glass up top. You'll be able to watch a game from up there.
Not terrible.
A lot of fans here. Really good crowd on hand across the way from where we're at as we get an offsides at the line as Baldwin tries to bring that one back.
It is really nice to see. After COVID, it didn't just explode right away with crowd size. It started slow, but crowds are coming back, and it's really good to see.
Absolutely, we're getting a lot of people in the house, and of course a little bit of excitement for this young Mustang squad, trying to be able to get some early season work here. They trail 4-2, and they got a little ways to go, but I have been kind of impressed with you. You've seen some of these kids kind of grow up a little bit even during the course of the game. Like I said, that 6-7-8 line, Noah Donahue, the freshman, Stromberg and Abel, both juniors. Only 2 seniors on this roster for this Mora Mustang squad, but they have played pretty well tonight against a very tough and very fast Baldwin squad. Puck up ahead now, Stansfield trying to outrun Donahue, and a great job getting back there by, that's Sikora. Being able to get back there on that one. Stansfield in the corner. Lays it underneath for Such. Such trying to be able to get it. I think he was looking for the give and go. Backhanded that one in on Vienendahl. He turns that one away. Be controlled by the Mustangs into the corner. Cross rink over to the far side now. Schley tried to fire that one through. Kicked away by Vienendahl. Puck knocked away back behind by Such as he tries to amp up that physical play. Schley steps down on that one. He's able to hold that zone. Now it's going to come back out to center. Burton will play it there, plays it off the sidewall, but it gets taken away by Rappel. Flips that one high and in deep. It'll wrap around the boards all the way back behind. Comes over to the near side, centering feed. It comes all the way back up to the high slot area. Now a tip pass on the far side. Such tried to knock it away from trouble and ended up knocking it into trouble as the deflected shot ends up being a rebound knocked in by number 33, Ethan Campbell, the benefactor of a tip pass.
So now you're Mora down 5-2, 12 minutes left to go. It's almost, do or die time.
4:54, the time of that goal. And I think some of the things you look at is obviously some of the odd man rushes and some of those things. There has been some even strength goals, some natural goals like that one there. But it has mostly been kind of some odd man rushes and just, the 2 shorthanded goals were obviously kind of backbreakers. But I think that the lack of opportunity to be able to take advantage of the power play opportunities, they're 0 for 5 on the power play. You prevent the 2 shorthanded goals and you score 1 goal on the power play, we're tied at 3.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You're 0 for 5 on the power play, but also almost -1 for 5 on the power play because you gave up that shorthanded goal. 2 shorthanded goals.
2 shorthanded.
That's how math
-2.
works. -2
Yeah,
out of
so
5.
that makes it kind of a tough go of it when you have that. I will credit. They had a couple of really nice plays, and the 2 goals that they did score, they've had some opportunities even here within the last couple of minutes, putting some really good pressure in on Vienendahl as another shot comes at him off the draw and held on to. Another face-off on the near side. Puck is down, and it's going to be picked up by Baldwin. It'll come back out to center, moving right to left here on your radio dial. If you're checking in on Nice 95.5, Glad you could join us here for the broadcast. Puck flipped back up ahead by Baldwin, and Mora got it back out to center. Be gathered up there by Gravning off the window. It'll get back out to the neutral zone, but Baldwin right there once again, be able to push it the other direction. Now's where you start kind of looking at a little bit 5-2, a 3-goal game. You would anticipate maybe all of a sudden now the lines start to shuffle a little bit, not necessarily the line pairings, but usually a lot of high school teams will go 2 lines, maybe a third line here and there, but you would almost anticipate that third line getting a little bit more run for both teams here in this final maybe 10 minutes. 10:50 is remaining here in this hockey game. Puck back to the blue line. It's going to be held in by Sanders. Sanders got the scoring started right away in the game, scoring the first goal of the game on the power play. Back it'll come. Kamek's going to get it back out to, nope, not out. It got back to the blue line, but it never made it all the way back out to the neutral zone. Puck on that far side, trying to kick down one up ahead is Burton. Burton 2-on-1 now with Stanchfield. Stanchfield works his way out on the left wing, fires a shot a little bit high. Comes off the window and all the way back down the length of the ice. Chasing back after it is going to be Schley. He'll wrap it around the boards over to the far side, but pinching down and keeping that one in. And spun off the puck big time on that far side, and slow to get up is going to be Kitzberger. And we got a penalty coming, I think, even on Kitzberger, who's still down on the ice. And the Mustangs score at the other end. And Kitzberger is still down on the ice. He was moving a little bit, but Parker Mitchell going out there to check on him real quick. Mustangs did go down and score on the delayed penalty, so we'll kind of check on Kitzberger. I didn't see exactly what happened. It looked like he just kind of got spun off the puck, but then all of a sudden he was slow to get up and kind of slid to the corner. And now he's up onto his feet and able to kind of come off the ice a little bit. There was the delayed call coming, so the Mustang did have the extra attacker on. They score essentially on that extra attacker, so no power play ensuing.
So I'll get one of them back, down 2.
That goal's going to be at the 7:01 mark. And I did not see at all who scored. I just seen the player down and Kitzberger down, and they went the other direction and was checking on the netminder coming off. But we'll get the call here from the PA announcer here shortly. Findlay got the interference call. Is what the penalty was. So the power play, the man advantage goal is going to be Stromberg from Stanchfield and Such. However, now we get a penalty on the ensuing play. So Stromberg from Stanchfield and Such.
Such now in the penalty box for 2 minutes.
Such taking a penalty there. Roughing minor for him. I was right below us, and so I did not see exactly what it was. But for Baldwin, it's only their second power play of the night. They scored once earlier, so they are 1 for 1, but this is only their second opportunity on the man advantage. This will be a big kill if the Mustangs are able to kill that, and it comes all the way back, and it's going to be a beautiful move there by Vendendahl. He went from the forehand to the backhand, and Price bit hard on the forehand. Vendendahl scoring on that one. Makes it now 6-3, as I was just saying that a big kill would be absolutely huge for a momentum builder for the Mustangs, but not in the cards as the Hawks once again take advantage of their opportunities. Puck will head back down into the Mustang zone. Burton will head back after it. Viendahl unassisted at 7:55. Spinning away and moving up ice is going to be Such. Such crosses the line, loses the puck, trying to gather it back up. Pucked over to the near side. It's going to be knocked away, and it'll go into the corner, but then be sent down the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing call. As long as it gets all the way down there.
It's like me bowling.
Sometimes it is 8:32 remaining here in the third period, but sometimes if we're in the first couple of minutes, that gets down there in a hurry with fresh ice. But if it's about a minute and a half long, that maybe makes it to the circle.
Some drag. Yeah, some drag there.
8:32 remains here, and now what has become a 6-3 hockey game. Puck back out to center. It'll be picked up there by Baldwin. Trying to get that out in front for Burr. Carlson got it to Burr. His shot, save made by Price, goes up into the netting back behind.
So now down 6-3. How aggressive does Mora have to be now?
They got to be pretty aggressive at this point in time. They got to start pinching up. They got to start trying to be able to push that puck up ice. And for the other side, this is where there's two different schools of thought. Baldwin has done a really good job pinching and being able to, just trap at the neutral zone and not allow the puck to move up ice for Mora. But at the same time, you also don't want to just sit back and play prevent defense.
Right.
Puck comes all the way back now for the Mustangs. It's knocked away by Baldwin back out to center. It'll be sent in by Schley along the far side wall, all the way in and deep. Viendahl back out to play that from back behind. Brought back out through center now by Carlson. Carlson dumps that one in, and then he peels off for a change as the Hawks able to get that change back behind. Puck back to center. It's going to be knocked away from Stromberg. Now it's picked up by Such, who stepped onto the ice. Such into the high slot, looking for some help. Circles his way back to the blue line. Now peels his way back down on the right wing. Trying to be able to get that puck moving out towards the slot area. He's trying to be able to center that one, but just nowhere to go with it. Puck knocked away. Eventually it comes away now with Anderson on the far side. In on the right wing, looking to try to center it. Knocked away nicely. Good defensive play back behind there by Brock Fix coming onto the ice. Findlay up top. Plays that one over to the far side. Just gets past the stick of Stromberg. And it'll go underneath. Findlay looking to center that one. It's going to be Viendahl who just scored that last goal. His shot is deflected away from him. And it'll come back now for the Mustangs. In on the right wing. They drive in deep. Lose the puck, however. And it'll be picked up by Baldwin. Up out through center. Now it'll be Peterson. Works his way through the neutral zone. Chris crosses one way and the other way. Now he's able to get past another defender. Tries to fire a shot. He loses an edge and goes down. Everybody was looking for a hand up somewhere, but none came. Findlay comes away with it. His shot goes up over the top of the net and all the way back to the point on the far side. It's going to be held in there by Stevens. Mustangs trying to get that one out of the zone. Stevens once again holds that one in and backhands it in and deep. 6:16 remaining as the puck comes back up to the point. Stevens had come back to change, a quick defenseman change, but puck dribbled on his side, and Sikora will have to come back after it. Drops for Sanders, who dumps it all the way in and deep. Puck along the far side wall. Stanchfield will pick it up at the center stripe. Stanchfield fires a shot on the far side. Blocker save made. Big rebound pop back out, but nobody on the near side to be able to step through for the Mustangs. Baldwin will get it back out to center. Puck up ahead for Stanchfield. Got it across for Such. Such gets into the slot area. He's in 1-on-4. Trebles that one back now for Stanchfield, trailing on the play. Trying to be able to get something set up out there. Back it'll come for Burr. Burr, top of the circle, far side. That one hits the post. It was deflected a little bit. Price had it squared up, but it was deflected on the way through there. Hits some iron.
Now, there was a offensive possession a couple minutes ago that you said they were looking for a hand up. for a penalty. Does it? I know in basketball, if an offensive player drives to the lane out of control, the official does not bail him out with a call a lot of the time.
Yep.
Is it sort of similar like that, even if there is somewhat of contact?
Yeah, you're looking for some obvious contact. If you just fall down already and there's a stick in the area, I mean, sometimes players will do that if they feel like they're losing the puck. They'll just kind of do that in a way, kind of take a dive a little bit, try to draw a penalty. But there's also penalties for that, for flopping in a way. So, and that's something that a lot of players just won't really try to do. And so, yeah, officials are not going to be fooled usually by that. Sometimes they do,
right?
They're not infallible, but at the same time, generally, yeah, they kind of like basketball. You're not going to get bailed out if you're kind of out of control. Burr trying to split the defense, able to get all the way in and deep. Save made by Price. Another big save. Kick save and a beauty. Kick save and a beauty. As the puck goes up into the bench area, we'll get a whistle and a face-off deep into the zone.
Yeah, no, Price has been doing a good job. I mean, I know he's allowed 6 goals, but he's been making some really nice saves down here on the defensive end.
4:28 remains here in the game. Face-off will be moved back out to neutral. I thought maybe they'd keep it in the zone, but I guess it was touched last by Baldwin, so they move it back out to the neutral zone. Puck comes through on the near side as Baldwin trying to be able to hustle up towards it, and it'll be offsides at the line. Finley couldn't quite get there. Move the puck back out to the neutral zone once again. And now we'll keep an eye on Price at the other end. I don't know that they'll pull the netminder. You might have to pull the netminder just because you're down 3 goals. But at the same time, you've kind of struggled a little bit on the power play, giving up a couple of shorthanded goals. And so, you kind of almost have to do it to be able to give yourself a chance. But it is kind of risk-reward, I guess, to a certain extent, as that puck not gloved by Price, but the quick whistle will stop things. We'll get a face-off in the zone.
A whoopsie.
It happens.
Yeah. No, I will not allow this.
I've never done it. Well, that's because I've never officiated. So. I think officials have done a pretty well job tonight being able to, kind of deal with a game that got really physical there for a little while. It's still pretty physical, but there was some chippiness there for a little while. I think they did a really good job being able to kind of, manage the way this game flow was tonight. Puck up top, Schley has his shot deflected high into the air all the way over to the near side into the corner. Mustangs still maintain possession underneath. Such trying to come away with it. Venedal stepped in front and gets back out to center. We flipped ahead now on the right wing, or the left wing rather, by Findlay. Back and forth through the neutral zone as the puck dribbles all the way back in, however, by Petch. Shot by Jaska. That's going to hit Price and be deflected up into the netting back behind.
Baldwin has been playing really disciplined hockey throughout the entire night. Really not making any sort of mistakes. They always seem to be in the right position, and just making Mora earn it.
Absolutely. 3:08 to play here in this hockey game as that one's backhanded down the length of the ice, and Venedal comes out to play it, which kind of a so usually, and what Mara's arguing right there is that he came out to play it. So usually if the netminder comes out to play the puck, they wave off icing, but Venedal did go behind the line, and so did cross that goal line. And so technically does reach icing, but generally they want that to go all the way to the back wall, or at least have the momentum to get to the back wall. Back it'll come for the Mustangs at 6-7-8 line once again. This one's going to be Donahue with the shot. Save made again, and it kicks out high. It's going to be brought back the other direction by Campbell. He works one-on-one in with Fix, and a save made again by Price. Up top, Burr's shot is deflected and goes wide. 2.5 to play. Puck on the far side, almost a trip, a little knee job there. Rappel able to get away from that. Centering feed, and it's going to be taken away. Nice defensive play there by Donahue, the freshman working for this Mustang squad. Puck knocked away. Donahue trying to be able to poke check down. He was able to lift the stick and be able to get that puck for a moment, but Sikora in turn knocked it away from him. Burr back through center now with about 2 minutes remaining in the hockey game. Puck knocked away by Such as Burr got all the way in and deep. Gravning and Such sandwich Burr as the puck comes back up top. Sikora slides it for Anderson near side. He fires a shot deflected by Rappel out in front, and that's a heck of a save there, Juan. Didn't look like much, but that's a heck of a save there as Rappel threw it out in front, and lots of traffic and a deflection, and Price able to track that one all the way through all that chaos.
Really good concentration there by Price.
110 seconds remain here in this hockey game in a 6-3 matchup between the Mustangs and the Hawks. Couple of games next week. Adam, I think you got a game next week.
I do.
Potentially.
I forgot where I'm going, but
I was going to say, I thought I seen
Mora,
it on the schedule.
Yes, I will be back here in Mora for girls hockey. Let's see here.
I'll let you take a look for that one. As I think we only got 2 games on the schedule next week as we get into kind of the start of the holiday breaks. Mm-hmm. We're going to have a second holiday break a little bit later on, of course, and always reminds me of the Hibbing tournament, driving through the snowstorms all the way up north. Always such a fun time, but there are some days.
Yeah, it's going to be East Central at Mora girls basketball on Tuesday.
I think my next game isn't until the first week of December, but I think that becomes then hockey in that one. I'll have to take a look with that one as well. As my next matchup will be that Monticello Pine City hockey game that I was talking about. Boys hockey, December 2nd. That'll be the next game that I have.
That might be the hockey game of the year right there.
That might be. It'll set the tone, I guess you could say, of what maybe what Pine City's goals and plans are for the year. As we reach 1 minute remaining here in the third period, puck up top, deflected on a shot trying to come through there from Findlay. Another shot deflected. I don't think that one made it all the way through to Price. Going to be flipped back over to the near side. Now we're going to get a delayed call coming. Going to be on Wiedendahl, who hit Such real hard. That one I think is going to be boarding because Such wasn't up against the wall, so not really a check. 5-minute boarding, so it's a major. Not really going to matter a whole lot right now because it is 44 seconds. Had this been earlier in the game, 5-minute major, you stay on the power play the entire 5 minutes regardless of goals. But with 44 seconds, I don't know that it'll make a whole lot of difference. But this is where now maybe you think, well, it is a major, so even a goal doesn't stop it, but maybe you pull the netminder now because then you get a 6-on-4.
Yeah, 6-on-4, better than 5-on-4, right?
By my math.
That's how that works.
Well, Mora electing to just play it straight up. Shot comes through off the draw, kicked away by Wiedendahl. Puck over to the near side in the corner. Comes all the way through the slot, but nobody there to be able to deflect it. Burton tried to be able to pull it off the wall on the far side. And it gets sent all the way down. 30 seconds remaining here in the hockey game. Back after it's going to be Fix. Has to work up that far side. Able to get it across for Abel. Abel works his way ahead now on the left wing. Now he puts the brakes on, slides it back for Burton. Up over the top of everybody, dumps that one all the way in, and the Mustangs chase around back behind. And we get a whistle. Wasn't icing. I thought Burton was well over the line. Oh, they are going to call it icing. I thought he was well over the line on that one, so I guess I would tend to disagree on that one, but
write a letter.
Probably closer than he maybe should have been, I guess. I don't know. But I thought he was over that center stripe, which would not be an icing call, but they do call icing on the dump and run. And we'll try it again. That one is going to be laid up ahead. It's going to be brought through now by Hunter Reynolds with his first opportunity to hit the ice. And it never gets a shot on goal as the time expires. And we hit triple zeros. 6-3 your final score here in Mora as the Mustangs fall to the Baldwin Hawks here on Hockey Friday. We'll come back and wrap things up from the Mora Civic Center when we return on Nice 95.5.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service? A celebration of life in a chapel? Maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Metvin Funeral and Cremation Services has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decision now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Metvin Funeral Home in Mora, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at metvinfuneralhome.com.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle and Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Back here in Mora, the Mora Civic Center, final score 6-3 as the Baldwin Hawks come to town and take down our Mora Mustangs. And Adam, we talked numerous times throughout the course of the game that Mora had their opportunities. It partially didn't seize them, but also didn't prevent them on the other side.
Yeah, I think it was a little sloppy, especially there in the first period, but they were able to gather their wits about them there in the second period. You know, dominating the first part of that second period, but not really able to cash in on those opportunities, like you said, as much as they would have needed to get past the Hawks.
Hawks had a very balanced attack. We talked about their aggressive nature. We can talk all day long about the opportunities missed by the Mora Mustangs, but you got to give a lot of credit over to the Hawks side of the equation as well, as they put 6 goals up on the board, 5 different goal scorers.
Yeah, and that's the versatility of the Hawks really played a part in this. Also, their disciplined play, I think, just always being in the right position, and the speed, I think, is another factor in the 6 goals.
Really nice night tonight for Jacob Such, as he has 2 goals and an assist on the night. Stromberg getting the other goal for the Mora Mustangs. But if it's me to hand out a player of the game, if you will, I would have to give it to, even though he gave up 6 goals, I think that the way that Price played tonight, I think that the final shots on goal were somewhere between 40 and 42 shots on goal. He did give up the 6. But, and yes, there was a couple of shorthanders, but there were shorthanders on breakaways, and there was a couple of defensive breakdowns that happened throughout the course of the game. He gave up 2 shorties on breakaways, and he gave up 2 power play goals. So out of the 6, only 2 of them were on a 5-on-5 even strength situation. It's not a bad night for a netminder, and this could have been easily 15-3.
He was kind of put in bad spots there for a lot of the game, but he really faced those shots really well.
Dane Price standing tall as a junior netminder for this Mustang squad. If you're kind of the Mora squad, what do you suppose kind of the message is to the young team? They only have, I think it was 2 seniors and then a bunch of juniors and then 1 sophomore, but there's a lot of freshmen getting playing time up on this varsity level, and being able to face a team like Baldwin that's so fast, like, you got to keep your head up, but at the same time, what do you suppose the message is just for a young team like this?
I think it was a good opportunity for them to play a team like Baldwin Woodville, so they know where the standard is. With such a young team, it's hard to go from that JV level to the varsity level, and just getting to that point, finding the standard, and be like, hey, this is where you need to be. You need to be more disciplined. You need to be, quicker. You need to play cleaner, I suppose.
That gap is real, going from a JV or freshman type of hockey up to that next varsity level. It's definitely a real thing. It's not just a thing that happens as you get older. It has to be earned and taken to be able to do that. And, I think that was, something, like you said, you just have to, like, all right, now you see what it's like. Now you see what it is. Let's go be that. Let's, what do we got to work on? What do you got to work on individually? Like things like that. And so
know how to, look inside and see where you're at and honestly evaluate yourself. And we, Ethan and I talk a lot on the morning show when he comes in to do sports. We say, a season is a journey. So you're on this journey, and it's good to know after that first game where your starting point is. It might play a factor in the finished product, but it's not the only factor.
Absolutely. And, this is one game. And this is the winter sports season is a long season. I feel like the fall season and the spring season are both really short seasons, partially because of weather in the spring. But, the fall one is, unless you have deep runs in postseason play or whatever, it's like it's 8 weeks long. It's 2 months. So it feels really short for some reason, I guess, to a certain extent. But once you get into like winter sports season, you're a couple, 3-4 months deep,
right?
Into before you even get to playoffs. And so it gets to be kind of a long, not grind of a season, but it definitely has a long journey, as you mentioned. And that's something that, you got to be able to, I don't know if take your lumps is the right way to put it, but really, I don't even know that they necessarily even took lumps tonight. I thought that they played well, and I think that I can definitely see a lot of shining things. And I think if you're the coaching staff, there's definitely things to look at as positives.
Oh, yeah.
And fairly, I'm not going to say easily correctable, but fairly easily correctable items on the other side.
Yeah, there certainly were bright spots here in this matchup. They played really well, especially there in that second period. You can be like, hey, it doesn't have to be an all-negative practice on Monday. It can be just like, hey, you did well here. How can we get better?
Couple of turnovers at the blue line on a power play, and sometimes that's just puck jumps a stick or something like that. You'll have some of that stuff or whatever, but sometimes it's just knowing where that defender is going to be. And again, give a lot of credit for Baldwin being very uber aggressive, especially when they were shorthanded. But that's that's part of that journey is learning that. I think that this team is going to be something to reckon with as the season works along towards the latter stages of the season.
Absolutely. And then when you run into a team as aggressive as Baldwin Woodville was, how do you make them pay for it? What can you do to make them, make them overcorrect?
And I think that you probably show the highlight of the 2-on-1 that Stanchfield and Such ran. There was actually a 3-on-1 that I think Kamek was up in with it as well. But that's what you do. That's the aggressive nature that allows for that to be able to happen. And I think that that's where you got to take advantage of.
Yeah, absolutely.
If nothing else, what you could say is you're still undefeated in state play.
You have not lost a game against a team in Minnesota all year.
Exactly. So they can't take that away from you at all. So nonetheless, they put 3 goals up on the scoreboard. I think they got really nice young core. I think they got a lot of really good kids on this roster, and I think that they're going to just nothing but improve. So
yeah,
a lot of positives out here tonight at the ballpark. Does come up a little bit short, though. 6-3 your final score as the Baldwin Woodville Hawks come to town and take down your Mora Mustangs. Hawks move to, I believe, 1-0, likely early season. Nobody's really played a whole lot of hockey. Mustangs now 0-1 as they will travel now to Tartan and take on Tartan at 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon down in the Twin Cities. So we wish them luck in that matchup. And next up for us is going to be a couple of games next week. Adam, you have a game next week.
Do.
I believe you said it was
Tuesday.
East
Central at Mora girls basketball.
Girls basketball on the airwaves on Tuesday in that matchup, Tuesday night. So I hope you enjoyed that one. My next game is going to be boys hockey, likely one of, if not the boys hockey game of the year, as Monticello travels to Pine City to take on the Dragons in what is going to be kind of a postseason preview, if you will. They went, I believe, to overtime last year in the postseason, and the Monticello, I think, went to the section championship. So it's going to be a barn burner. It's going to be a fun game. It should be a great matchup, and I'm going to have to get there early to make sure I have a parking spot. Otherwise, I'm going to have to park down the hill at the school or something. So it should be a fun game to be able to bring you for that one. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. If you're looking to find out where we're going to be, make sure you check all of our social media feeds, Twitter, Facebook, everything. X, I suppose, is probably maybe more what it is. Be able to check that out to be able to find out where we're going to be. Otherwise, go to WCMPradio.com/broadcast schedule or KBEK.com/broadcast schedule to be able to find out where we're going to be, what station we're going to be broadcasting on. And then, of course, every link is a direct link to the respective YouTube feed to be able to watch the moving pictures out on the airwaves as well. So lots of options to be able to consume the sports that we are putting out there. We got 5 different channels to be able to keep track of, so make sure you're checking in on the right one to be able to find out the game that you're looking for. I want to thank Ethan back at the studio getting us on the air and being able to take us off here in just a few moments. I want to thank Adam for joining me out here at the ballpark. It's been a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me. Good
Absolutely.
job back out there.
It was a lot of fun out here at the game. So my name is Andy Beckstrom for the Q Media sponsors and the Q Media family of sports networks, saying have a great evening and a great weekend, everybody.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air-conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for the season.
Hey guys, you gonna finally let me in on the big hunt this year?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Honey, there's a lot of preparation that goes into hunting.
Preparation, huh? Like
getting to Almost Yours gun and pawn in Mora so I can have the right gun, scope, blind, and stand? And no matter what caliber I'm shooting, Bob always has the right ammo.
Ha, thanks boys. I went to Almost Yours gun and pawn. They have everything a hunter needs to be prepared.
Oh, okay.
I do love Almost Yours gun and pawn.
907 Union Street, Mora.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
All right, guys, when you get into the end zone, I want a big celebration. Maybe the gritty?
Nah, the dirty bird.
Ready, break.
There are plenty of different celebrations after a touchdown. When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are also choices. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral Homes, church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral Services in Mora, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and